What would your life look like if you stopped playing small? If you stopped shrinking yourself to fit into a life you no longer belong in? If you stopped waking up every day and settling for the bare minimum of who you could be? Most people never find out. Not because they aren't capable, not because they don't have potential, but because they never give themselves permission to live bigger than their fears. Your life is not small because the world made it that way. Your life is small because your vision is. You trained yourself to dream at the size of your comfort. You trained yourself to only reach for what feels safe. You trained yourself to believe that good enough is good enough. But deep down, you know it isn't. There is no passion in playing small. There is no fire in living safe. There is no greatness in settling for a life just slightly better than your past. When you were a child, you had vision. You imagined more. You believed more. You saw possibilities everywhere. But life came for you. The world came for you. Disappointment came for you. Failure came for you. Fear came for you. Piece by piece, your vision was beaten into something realistic. People taught you to stop dreaming. They taught you to play safe. They taught you to lower your expectations. They taught you to blend in. And now you sit inside a life that doesn't match your potential, wondering why things feel heavy, empty, meaningless. Let me tell you the truth, no one else will. Your life is suffocating because your vision is suffocating. You stopped imagining what your life could be. You stopped believing there was more. You stopped giving yourself permission to want the extraordinary. You stopped seeing beyond your current circumstances. Your circumstances are not your destiny. Your vision is. Your situation is not your limit. Your imagination is. Your reality is not fixed. It is shaped by the thoughts you choose to hold. But most people don't hold thoughts of greatness. They hold thoughts of survival, thoughts of fear, thoughts of lack, thoughts of smallness, thoughts that shrink them instead of expanding them. If you look at your life right now and you're not getting what you want, you owe it to yourself to do something differently. You owe it to yourself to stop accepting less than what you're capable of. You owe it to yourself to stop living on autopilot. You owe it to yourself to stop betraying your potential. And you know that's what you've been doing, betraying yourself, settling, shrinking, playing safe, playing small, hiding your dreams behind excuses. You say things like, it's not the right time. I don't have the resources. It's too late for me. I'll start when I'm ready. These are not reasons. They're lies. Lies your fear tells you. Lies your comfort zone whispers. Lies your old self repeats every time you consider becoming someone greater than who you are right now. Your vision is not dead. It's buried under years of logic and pain and disappointment. But it's still there. It's still alive. It still calls you at night. It still flickers in your chest every time you think about the life you secretly want. You deserve a better life. Not because someone is going to hand it to you, but because you are capable of building it. You deserve more than the version of life you've been settling for. You deserve to stop surviving and start living. But here is the truth. The life you want will not come from what you can see right now. It will come from what you can imagine. Stop using your sight to guide your life. Use your vision. Sight shows you your limitations. Vision shows you your possibilities. Sight shows you what you are. Vision shows you what you can become. Right now, your life is a result of vision that is too small for your potential. And until you expand your vision, your life will stay exactly where it is. This is the moment to look at your life, not with fear, not with regret, not with excuses, but with responsibility. Where do you truly want to go? Who do you truly want to become? What do you truly want to create? Don't look at your bills. Don't look at your problems. Don't look at your past. Don't look at your mistakes. Don't look at what life has done to you. None of that defines you. None of that controls you. None of that determines what your future can be. All that matters is what you choose to hold in your mind, your vision, your dream, your direction, because your thoughts have magnetic power. Your vision has gravitational pull. Where focus goes, your life follows. This is why some people rise above every obstacle, not because their path was easier, but because their vision was stronger. They saw themselves in a different future. They held the image in their mind until their reality had no choice but to follow. So let me ask you, what do you see? What does your dream look like? What does your future feel like? What does the life you want taste like, smell like, sound like? Have you even allowed yourself to imagine it? Because if you haven't, that's where your life truly stopped. Not when things got hard. Not when you failed. Not when people doubted you. Your life stopped the moment you stopped dreaming. But it can restart the moment you decide to see bigger. This is the beginning. This is the awakening. This is the moment you stop playing small. Your reality is lying to you. Your circumstances are lying to you. Your fears are lying to you. Your past is lying to you. And the biggest lie of all is the belief that where you are right now determines where you can go. It doesn't. It never did. It never will. The truth is simple but brutal. The only thing limiting your life is the size of the vision you allow yourself to hold. Your mind is the architect of your destiny. And most people let their architecture collapse under the weight of excuses, fear, and illusion of realism. They design their future based on what they can see instead of what they can create. They let their environment shape their expectation instead of letting their expectation shape their environment. Your problem is not your situation, it's your perspective. Eagles fly above storms not because they are immune to weather, but because they refuse to stay on the ground with birds who panic at the first sign of wind. Eagles rise because that is their nature. They don't ask permission. They don't wait for perfect conditions. They don't measure the storm. They rise above it. But you've been thinking like a sparrow while having the potential of an eagle. You let the storm scare you. You let challenges shrink you. You let circumstances decide your worth. You look at your problems and think they are permanent. You look at your setbacks and think they are destiny. You look at your pain and think it is proof you are not meant for more. But pain is not proof of limitation. Pain is proof of potential. Pain means there is more in you that hasn't been accessed yet. Pain means your future is calling louder than your comfort zone. Your reality right now is only a reflection of your past thoughts, past decisions, and past standards. It is not a reflection of your future. It is not a reflection of your power. It is not a reflection of what you are capable of. It is just a snapshot of who you used to be. And if you continue to focus on your current reality, you will recreate again and again until your entire life becomes a looping cycle of small thinking and small results. That's why nothing changes. That's why every year feels the same. That's why you keep repeating the same habits, the same fears, the same life. You're living in a mental prison built from the bricks of your own thoughts. And the door to that prison is unlocked, but you must walk through it. Nobody can walk for you. Nobody will drag you out. Nobody will force you to grow. Your life will only expand when your vision expands. So let me ask you a question most people are too scared to face. When was the last time you believed in something bigger than your current circumstances? Not something realistic, not something convenient, not something achievable, but something that scared you, something that stretched you, something that felt like a different lifetime compared to where you stand right now. Because if you haven't envisioned something that feels impossible, then you haven't started your real life yet. Your dreams are not supposed to be comfortable. Your vision is not supposed to make sense. Your future is not supposed to look like your present. If your dreams don't intimidate the old version of you, they aren't big enough to create the new version of you. Stop measuring your future with the ruler of your past. Stop using old failures to predict new possibilities. Stop letting yesterday define tomorrow. You are not the same person you were 5 years ago. You are not even the same person you were 5 months ago. But your thoughts haven't upgraded, and that is why your life hasn't upgraded. Your mind is stuck in a version of you that no longer exists. And unless you fix that, nothing else will fix. Hold the vision. Hold the dream. Hold the picture of the life you want so clearly that your mind begins to treat it as memory instead of imagination. Because your thoughts have magnetic power. Your thoughts assemble your reality. Your thoughts trigger the reticular activating system, the filter in your brain that seeks evidence for whatever you choose to believe. If you think small, your mind finds reasons to stay small. If you think weak, your mind finds obstacles everywhere. If you think average, your mind finds excuses. But if you choose to think big, truly big, your mind begins building a path toward it in ways you cannot even understand yet. This is why visualizing your future is not childish. It's strategic. It is the blueprint of transformation. It is the trigger that activates possibility. It is the spark that ignites change. But vision without discipline is delusion. Dreams without consistency are fantasies. Desire without effort is self-deception. Nothing works until you do. Nothing changes until you do. Nothing grows until you do. You must work like everything depends on you, because it does. You must act before you feel ready. You must fight the voice in your head that tells you to wait. You must hold your dream with such intensity that your old self suffocates under its weight. And yes, you will fail. You will fall. You will doubt. You will question everything. But that is part of the process. Every failure is a necessary correction. Every setback is a recalibration. Every detour is part of the map. You can have the life you want. You can become the person you imagine. You can rise above every storm that tried to destroy you. But you must stop playing small. You must stop letting fear design your future. You must stop letting circumstances dictate your destiny. You must stop abandoning your vision the moment life tests you. Hold the vision every day, every moment, every decision. Because one day, not someday, not magically, not accidentally, one day your opportunity will arrive. And the person you are becoming right now will be the reason you are ready. Your future depends on the vision you refuse to abandon. See bigger, believe harder, expect more, act boldly. This is the moment your real life begins.